Hello everyone, I'm Mayor Grant Creasy. Today I'm here with Nancy Hackett, our Manager of Development Services.
Good morning.
So we're out here in beautiful downtown Lacombe looking at a few things today, and the topic of the residential R4 district came about, and I would just like for you to explain to everyone where we're at in that whole process. I know we're trying to gather some information from the public and whatnot, so could you just outline where we're at right now?
Sure. So Council asked Planning and Development to look at the R4 district and just consider what changes or what improvements could be made to that district. So right now we're starting with public input, and we have a survey for the public to complete on our website about their opinions of the R4, which is the residential mixed use district, what they think should happen, and we're doing that survey currently.
Well, certainly from council's perspective, I know we've had some input from landowners and whatnot who feel that there's room for improvement in the way that it's presented. You know, we want to do our best to try and eliminate as many conflicts as we can between development, which quite frankly most people are for, but it's how we steer that development and what's allowed where. So I think by allowing the public, we hopefully will come up with some great suggestions from them and from developers as well. What happens once we've got that information in place?
Well, we have the survey open till the 20th of September. We'll then be analyzing the results, and the next step after that is to do some focused conversations with people who maybe in the survey said they have more to tell us, or just trying to learn maybe from some people who have experience of developing in that district or living in that district. We'll be doing those focused conversations in the fall, and then coming back to council in the new year with a summary of that input, as well as some planning background research about the district.
Very good. So for those people that when we say R4, R being standing for residential, I think in Lacombe here we have maybe nine different, is it?
Residential districts, yes.
Right. So specifically, what is it that makes R4 unique?
Well, R4 is the residential mixed, so it really does allow almost every kind of residential use that you can think of, from modular homes, single detached dwellings, up to smaller apartments. And so it is very mixed, and as you say, sometimes that's great, and sometimes there can be some pinch points with that. So that's kind of what makes it unique. It's much more diverse than some of the other districts. Also, it's been really common area for redevelopment because it does allow such a range of uses.
Nancy, I think that's great that the deadline was extended by 1 week. I think there's maybe been some misunderstanding or miscommunication, likely on my part, that some public maybe perhaps feel that this decision has already been made. And I think that is very unfortunate, because that is certainly not our intent. It certainly was not council's intent. And we are still gathering information from council's perspective. What's your thoughts on that issue?
Absolutely. The survey is really the first step. So there's no pre-existing recommendation, or no decisions have been made yet. What we're doing is really starting with the public to get their opinion of their experiences and also their ideas for the future. And then we'll lead into the next steps before we make a recommendation or before we come back to council. So we're really at the very beginning, very grassroots.
Great. As we're getting attacked by
hornets
out here on this sunny Lacombe morning, I think that's a very important thing for people to understand and appreciate, that this is not a top-down decision. We're very much focused on getting information from all of our citizens who are interested in this possible change. We can't even really say what changes yet, because we just don't know. And that's why we're doing this input session.
Yes.
I look forward to seeing that information coming together and being brought forward to council, and hopefully we can make some positive changes that are in the best interest of our community. So Nancy, I think that's great that we've got that extra input coming. Then we're going to do the more focused groups,
yep,
and the conversations that go with that.
Yes.
So I realize it takes some time to assemble all that input and information. About when will this come to council for for review?
Well, we're hoping in the new year, so in 2022, we're hoping to have a summary of all the input we've received, some of the main ideas that come out of the focused conversations, as well as a report on any recommendations for changes to the R4, and that would be a land use bylaw amendment for council to consider. And of course, there's a process with that, but we're thinking early in 2022.
Okay. Well, given that we do have a municipal election coming up, there may or may not be changes on who that is, but whatever the council is, I know that this is something that our community has expressed interest in the past. So once again, I look forward to all of that data being assembled and coming towards us. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.